So lifelong Idahoan. I live in the Coeur d'Alene area, actually Hayden Lake, and District 3, Kootenai County. I got into public service. My dad had served in the past, and I saw kind of what he went through, and I said, man, that does not look fun. I don't really want to do that ever. But I was asked if I'd consider running, and my wife and I prayed about it and felt like the Lord was leading us to serve, and so we did it, and it's been a great experience. Met a lot of incredible people and felt like we've done some good for the state. A lot of the decisions that our state sees are dealt with here at in Boise at the Capitol, and I think it's really important. Obviously, we're a very conservative state, but I think there's different levels of that, and property rights is something that we've dealt with for several years now. It's been quite the experience moving forward with the short-term rentals, but I think originally it was kind of seeing somewhat of an injustice where we've seen like cities essentially ban short-term rentals. And again, I'm a property rights purist. I believe it's your property. You should be able to do with it as you choose. And so it was something that we were consistent on with the help of the realtors. And this year we were able to get it signed by the governor. And we'll continue to deal with in the future. And so I think it's important to make sure you know those folks that are running for the House or the Senate. Be engaged with that, because I think the realtors have a large voice in the state, and I think it's really important that they know who would represent their values the best. It's probably the focus of the American dream, right? I think it's everyone's, not everyone's, a large portion of the population that really wants to live that American dream, have a home, start a family, and I think that's become really unattainable in our state because we live in an incredible state. A lot of people are moving here. So I think that, trying to restore some of that attainability in the state is really important. And, I think along the lines of housing, allowing for ADUs by right, I think is really important. I think that's just another way that we can help the supply within the state of Idaho, whether it's, mother-in-law quarters or young kids that are trying to get a leg up in the world. I think those are really beneficial. Again, a property right issue. I think you should be able to do that on your property. And then the starter home subdivisions, we have so much infill currently in a lot of our cities that is underutilized and not the best and highest use. And I think this will allow for more of those entry-level homes so that we can have attainable homes for that younger new population here in our state. I believe like property rights are fundamental part of our Constitution. And I think that that's something that we need to preserve because, any kind of freedom is one generation away from being extinct if you don't fight for it. And so I think that's something that is very worth fighting for. It does feel like something that the Lord has led us into, and I haven't had the release to retire from this commitment yet. And so, we're blessed in that my family can be down here with us as well. But it's honestly, there's a lot of great people in this building, and I think there's a lot of good work that can still be done here. And so it's probably more of that commitment to try to see it through and make sure that we can do some of the things to preserve the freedom that we so enjoy here in the state of Idaho.